Hi, I'm Barbie, and I'm going to show you how to sew on a button with a backer button. The backer buttons are usually small, and they can have 2 or 4 holes, but they are most often on the inside of an overcoat. And what they do is they help support the button so that it doesn't fall off under stress. When I sew on buttons, if I'm using just standard thread, I like to wheel off about a yard, and then I take both ends, both cut ends, and I, make sure they're lined up, and get them through, thread both of them through the eye of, thread both ends through the eye of the needle. And then now what I've got is I've got 4 strands of thread to sew on my button, and it makes it go a lot more quickly. Put a knot at the end of your thread, and then you can clip your threads right near your knot. Here is my point where I'm going to sew on my button, and I'm going to put that on a fold, and I'm going to just take a tiny stitch to anchor my thread. And then on the fold, I'm going to start with my outer button, and I'm going to line up the hole with my fold, and I'm going to put in 1 stitch, and then when I come straight, I'm going to come through the button. I'm going to come through the fabric, and I'm going to put my backer button on the other side so that my thread is going through both buttons. And then when I'm going to go through the other hole, and when you come back in, you're going to come up through the other side of the button on top. And you want to leave a space here. Don't pull it tight and close this up. You need to leave a space there on overcoats. And then go back down through to the backer button and back up. And that is plenty because I've got my 4 strands through here. So now that I've got 8 strands of thread through my button holding that on. And then I'm going to make a thread shank, which is I'm going to just wrap my threads around the buttonhole threads, or the button threads here, and that allows the button to sit away from the fabric and gives room for the buttonhole to sit. And then I'm just going to take a couple of small stitches through the fabric, and then I'm going to take a long stitch through the 2 layers of fabric to bury the ends of my thread, and I can cut that off. And now I've got my backer button on the inside of my coat, and my button with the shank on the outside of my coat. And now, even if I pull hard on this, the backer button keeps the fabric from distorting.